our panel is designed to talk about the demand side. In other words, I talked a little bit about the market size for Regtech, but I think we can go into more detail with potential solutions, with how incumbents are thinking about the market, and other topics that these very smart people might have for us. But so let's go down the way and start with 2-minute introduction of you and your interest in this area.
All right. So my name is Matthias Kroener. I'm actually founder or co-founder and CEO of Fidor Group, Fidor Bank, a component of this group. I'm always and frequently saying that this is the oldest fintech bank we currently have. And that this will not change because we started our business in 2010 already. So we are more or less, as a group, we are a tech company on the one side and the bank on the other side, which means we are more or less a tech company having a banking license, which I regard in this environment which you described actually in your speech now perfectly right, as much as I can judge that. Is in particular important because all the challenges we are currently seeing, in particular here on the European market, is on the one side, of course, we have a decline in income, in particular in the net interest income, and by this in the net banking income. We have a huge pressure on cost. We have, at the same time, an increasing amount of, or an increasing demand from the regulators to cope with our regulation, whatever it will be. We heard about it. So all in all, I think it's the perfect storm to be in this business, and I'm fully agreeing. Just taking that line, I'm fully agreeing. I regard Regtech to be a very interesting field to be in and to be invested in. I think it's maybe even easier to sell such solutions to banks because, as much as I understand the bank's philosophy and way of acting and thinking, it is easier to catch you bankers on a cost-saving exercise, fulfilling in the same time your compliance, than to catch you on a customer-embracing user engagement story. So I think it's the lower-hanging fruit, and knowing that banks are definitely willing to pay for something like that, I think it's a very, very interesting field to operate in.
Thank you. So hello, everybody. My name is Nicholas Heller, and I'm co-founder and CEO of Fractal Labs. We are a financial communication platform focused on small, medium-sized enterprises and partnering with their financial institutions. So we come in the form of an automated financial assistant that we work with the business and commercial banking customers of our banking partners. And really, we're focused on that segment of the market that's often underserved, SMEs, which I think you've probably heard today and over the course of the last number of years. Obviously, it's a massive part of the economy, but due to the cost structure of servicing this market, it's very difficult for the banks to actually service them affordably. And we see that technology, the fact that you can actually acquire a lot of the data that's out there these days, from accounting data to credit risk data to transactional banking data, and really automate a lot of that interaction that happens between a bank and their customer segment, you can actually surface opportunities for both sides. But of course, on the SME side, the challenges are great because they're time poor, they may not be financially savvy, they're numerous, very fragmented. So part of what we do is educate the user, surface opportunities, and where I see Regtech is really an evolving field here, and something that's very important to us. Actually, in my interactions with some of the banks, I hear a lot of trepidation about that interaction, that financial communication that takes place between their customers and them, because they don't want to overstep their bounds and because they're bound by the regulation. I actually believe Regtech is going to facilitate, make it much more trackable, surface opportunities to the end customer, which will give a better customer experience for them, and in turn endear them to their providers and to the bank. It will actually make them more compliant because everything is trackable in a digital world. And so for us, I think Regtech is something that we are actively engaging with, because we see the future of that communication it's a necessary step towards actually fulfilling what would be a better customer experience for the banks and our end customers.
Hello, I'm the lawyer of the panel, and okay, I won't talk about tech, but most of my speech will be focused on reg. So sorry for that. And okay, I founded the Pellegars law firm, which is a French law firm created in 2009. And so we support mainly the digital transformation of the banking and financial sector. What we're doing, well, the firm is composed of lawyers specialized in technology and regulatory, and we adapt the regulation to foster the digitalization of banking and financial services, which is challenging every day.